The biggest concern of people who want to learn a new language is that they don't know where to start. That's why in today's video we're going to talk about how to lose the fear of learning a new language, what are the 5 most wanted languages by foreigners, and 5 tips to learn a new language quickly. Stay with me. Before starting this video, I want to tell you that if you are looking for a program to learn Spanish, I recommend you to be Spanish Tornado, because it is the most complete course to learn Spanish online. It provides you all the learning tools you need to learn the language in a short period of time. You also have the opportunity to have a teacher to guide you. If you are interested, in the description of this video, I'll leave you the link. Also, in the description of the video, I'll leave you a link for you to download for free the book The Secret of Learning Spanish Fast and Easy. I'm sure it will be very helpful. Now, let's go to point number 1. How to lose the fear of learning a new language. Many of the people who want to learn a new language usually know the basics of the language, but they're afraid to express themselves or to have a conversation in it. I always recommend first that you must recognize what is the reason of the fear you feel. Why you feel so afraid when talking with another person a new language. Is it because you feel ashamed? Or you're afraid to be judged? Or are you simply afraid of making mistakes? Whatever the reason is, surely there are 100 solutions for each problem. So don't let the fear overcome you. To do this, first of all, you must be calm. Just relax. Now, let me tell you something. You shouldn't feel bad because someone is going to make fun of your pronunciation or your way of speaking the language. Remember, that is the most likely that you are your worst critic, and natives may only help you to understand it best. Your language is like a child that grows in stages, and the more you practice it, the more you master it. For example, if you have been learning Spanish for 1 year, it is most likely that your language level is that of a 1-year-old child. If you have practicing for 2 years, will be the level of a child of 2 years old. So that's fine. It's nothing you have to be ashamed of. I'm sure many people would like to have a basic knowledge of a second language, right? It makes sense to you? The second point. What are the 5 most wanted languages by foreigners? The importance of a language is based in the number of people who speak it. While there's more native speakers, the more important the language is. And if more foreigners want to learn it, the language increases in global value. Let's see which are the most important globally languages from minor to major for foreigners. Number 5. Arabic. The Arabic language is the most important language in the Middle East, and is spoken by more than 280 million people. It is the official language of 20 countries. Among them, we can highlight United Arab Emirates, Iraq, Syria, Saudi Arabia, Morocco, and Egypt. It is the language in which the Holy Quran is written. It is the language of the religion of Islam. Perhaps that's why it's important. So many foreign people also want to learn it in order to get closer to the Islamic religion and understand their book. It is the 8th language with the highest native speakers. Number 4. French. French is the number 9 in the world, and like the English, is spoken on all 5 continents. There are 32 countries where French is the official language, and more than 80 million people are native speakers of the language. It is estimated that French is spoken by more than 200 million people around the world, like in Canada, Belgium, France, Switzerland, Luxembourg, Andorra, Cameroon, Monaco, Lebanon, Vietnam, Morocco, and Tunisia. Are some of the almost 50 countries, regions, and dependencies in which this language is used on a daily basis. In many places of the world, it is the second most studied language in a school as a second language. Number 3. Chinese Mandarin. Its importance derives from the fact that more than a billion people speak it. It is the language with the most native speakers. Countries such as China, Cambodia, Indonesia, and Malaysia speak Chinese Mandarin. The importance of this language has also been increasing thanks to the growth of the Chinese economy in recent years. Number 2. Spanish. It is the second language with the most native speakers counted among more than 400 million, with a total between natives and foreigners who speak the language in more than 500 million all over the world. There are 21 countries which have Spanish as their official language. It is the most studied language after English, and this has helped to increase its importance. And finally, number 1, English. Although it is true that it has fewer native speakers than Spanish and Chinese Mandarin, it is the most studied language in the world. This language is spoken on 5 continents and is the main language in most of the powerful countries, among which stand out Canada, USA, United Kingdom, Australia, etc. It has about 400 million native speakers and more than 200 million people who have learned it around the world. It is most widely used language in business, international commerce, and the internet, so it is considered a universal language. According to experts, thanks to the globalization, predicts that this may change in the next few years, giving greater relevance to Chinese Mandarin and the Spanish language worldwide. And the other point is 5 tips to learn a new language quickly. Number 1. Choose a movie or series of your preference. Search for a movie that you like and watch it in the language you want to learn. If you like, also place the subtitles in that language, or simply leave it in the original language but place subtitles in the language you want to learn. Number 2. Create cards or flashcards. Create cards of the language you are trying to learn. Draw or write the words you want to learn in a certain week, and behind you put their meaning in your language, so you can quickly expand your vocabulary in that language. Try to memorize between 5 to 10 words per day. So if you do it 7 days a week for a month, you would be learning. And if you do it 5 per day, that would be 140 new words per month that you learn. And what happens if you memorize 10 words per day? That would be almost more than 3,000 words per month. The math doesn't fail, right? Point number 3. Label everything you have around your home or office if you work. This tip is very fun and easy to perform. It's just putting a label on each object that you have in your house with its meaning in the language you want to learn, and every time you pass and see, say it out loud. Number 4. Make mistakes. Perfection is not the goal, at least not when you're starting. Look at all the foreigners who are learning to speak your language. Do they make it perfect? You have surely loved with someone's bad pronunciation. What does it matter if you make mistakes? You're learning and you must commit them. Those mistakes will help you to learn. So don't repress yourself because you make mistakes. Feel confident with the new language you are learning. That will help you to improve it later. And the last one, read books in the language. The reading will strengthen your mind, vision, and memory. So I recommend you read at least 1 children's book per day. Children's books are very easy to read, so they will help you at the beginning of your learning. Little by little, step by step, you can go raising the level of your reading as you learn more about the language. You have some tip that you want to share with us? Leave it in the comments box. We will love to know it. And before we leave, tell us which of the languages we mentioned today is your favorite language. Place it also in the comment box. Remember that in the description of this video I leave you the #1 training to learn Spanish online. You don't need to know Spanish, you can start it from 0, and even if you have some kind of knowledge in the language, also this will help you increase it. Now, if you liked this video, remember to subscribe and press the notification bell so you can receive first and every time we upload a new video. Remember that we love to add values content so you cannot miss them. We upload videos like this very often. Also, we want to ask you that if you consider this video has added value for you, share it on your social networks. This way you help us reach more people that, for sure, there will be someone interested in this type of information. Bye bye, we'll see you in the next video.